Hey, hey!
Okay, so we are doing, this is actually my first Facebook Live, but that's okay. We won't even talk about that.
I'm a pro, just kidding. I'm
Yes.
so not even.
Well, you're a pro at so many things, which is why we are spotlighting you this month, because oh my gosh, everything Bekka, if you guys have ever seen any of like my staging, Bekka to the rescue, this is the Bekka. So we are here actually in one of her clients' house right now.
Well,
There's
she's
a whole,
friend too.
right, I was gonna say there's a whole story that evolved from all of that with all of us actually, me, Danielle, Bekka, Joni. So anyway, so this is Joni's house, and Bekka actually did a lot of the design in this house. So I'm gonna let you kind of give a little bit of a tour and just kind of talk through it a little bit, and then we'll talk about kind of all the things that you do because there's so much Bekka.
Okay, this is one of my favorite spaces I think I've ever designed. When Joni and I met, her husband had a heart attack actually on the first day that we did the consult.
Oh my goodness,
It's
I did
true.
not know that.
Yes.
Yep.
So, needless to say, Joni said, I need my house redone and I want to make this house livable. We're going to stay put for a while because of Aaron's health. And I want this to represent us and our family and how we live. So this room inspired me. It used to be Joni's office. It was
Hot mess. Hot mess.
Hold on, we're gonna put Joni in this.
It's just hot
because
mess.
I think
Oh.
that
yes, please.
The commentary would be great.
So hi, Joni. So
Yes.
this room was, well, I'll let you say
No,
what,
this
what it
was,
used to be.
This was COVID. This was starting real estate, having the oh shit moment. I need to be the miracle my family needed, and I need to make money fast. So this became my office. We had a shower curtain rod with drapes as a door.
It was
And
white.
It was white. It was
Sterile.
builder sad.
Yes, it was very.
How did you find Bekka?
Just
Mutual friend.
Mutual
Tanya.
friends.
People.
Yeah,
Tanya was
Tanya.
in. Yep.
Okay.
Mutual friends adjacent, and we just got together. She spent time with me understanding what I needed, where I was in my life, and how I needed a space that was calm. And knew that I loved teacups, and I loved whiskey, and I loved antiques. And truly, I trusted her. When we met, I just knew. I just knew you got me.
Well, I wanted to showcase
Yeah.
all of your beautiful things. You and I share that passion for antiques.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to make sure that we were able to showcase what you love and that this could be your space.
Yeah.
So, side note, before we keep on with the tour,
Yes.
antiques. I actually did not know that is a huge passion of yours, and how that kind of morphed into something else we're going to talk about. But go ahead and mention that just a little bit.
Yes, so almost a year ago, February 1st
Wow.
last year, I started a new venture, a little side business, which has grown to be something so fun. Hi, baby. Actually, I have a booth at Home and Seasons. It's a 45 vendor space up in Acworth, across from Kohl's on 41. And hi, baby. So I was asked to do this. I wasn't sure at first, but it has been such a blessing.
I remember you talking about it.
Second family to me, and so you guys should come check it out. They have gifts for everybody. They have clothing and gifts and kids stuff and woodworking
It's so
and
good.
they have
Yeah.
classes and they serve
It's
prosecco.
also
Yeah.
a community center
Right?
for women.
And we're going to talk about the women too and how it morphs into something else Becca did. But let's finish with let's keep going with the tour
Okay,
for a
so
little
this-
bit.
Well, real quick, one of my favorite spaces. This was to be Joni's decompression room. She could come in.
Which when I
here.
walked in today, that's exactly where she was
Yes.
sitting.
Where she could come and enjoy the space. So we thrifted all of the artwork on Facebook Marketplace, painted it this beautiful, moody gray, and totally color drenched this room for anybody who doesn't know what color drenching is.
This is
It's walls, trim, ceiling, all the same color. And we got these gorgeous blush velvet draperies with Joni's very blingy, so we had to do some pops of gold for her and a nice, pretty crystal chandelier. So this is a great space.
Yes,
So
and this
then-
room honors women, and this is my grandmother with my mom in the picture, peeking out behind
Oh, how sweet.
the back door.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay,
So then,
but we need to talk about the dining room.
Yes, please. Let's
This
talk
is
about
fabulous. Hi, Danielle. Hi.
Oh, Danielle.
Okay, so this dining room was a catch-all. When I came here, there was stuff all over the table. This is a place where Joni would just dump and drop everything.
Dump and drop, yep.
So again, we color drenched this room in this beautiful dark green teal color. And then we had my friend Amy Stump from Jacksonville, Florida, come up for, what was it, 2 weeks probably?
She was here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh my
And painted
goodness.
this gorgeous hand
This
painted
is
mural.
gorgeous.
So I sent her an inspiration pick. I wanted something chinoiserie but girly and fun.
I'm sorry, did she just say chinoiserie?
Yes.
Chinoiserie.
All right. Don't know what that means, but
Chinese
Okay.
antiques.
I'm thinking feng shui. I didn't know what that meant.
But so, for those of you who don't know, Joni's from Michigan, but they're here now, and they have been. So we added some little Georgia peaches.
Oh,
And what's
look.
really special about this wall is Amy incorporated really sweet hidden messages. So you see things like
Aw.
Ruby in the branches, and then there's her little bear, because that's what she calls
Moon Bear is Aaron.
her husband.
Yep.
She's got
Oh my
her
goodness.
puppies down there in the corner, and then their wedding date. Where did we put that?
Yeah, it's got all the wedding dates, all the kids' birthdays.
They're all built into the branches.
Yeah, they're all in the branches.
So you basically treat the design of things kind of like I treat cooking Italian food. Like, you know, you got to add a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and like it's not there's. But there's right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like you just, you know, everyone always says like, "What's the recipe?" There is no recipe. It's like what comes to you, what you kind of want to do. So I think that's
Clients
amazing.
are what inspire me. I listen to their story, where they're from, what they enjoy, what their passions are, and then build my design around that. I don't go into it saying I want to do this. I've always wanted to do this. I don't say that. I talk to them, listen to them, and see what they enjoy, and then execute it.
That's awesome.
With the help of fabulous people who can do that. So Amy did a phenomenal job on this wall. I love this space.
And I like how you incorporate family heirlooms, because that's a rifle from our great-great-grandparents.
That's
And
so
we have
awesome.
the girly, like we found this fabulous chandelier on Facebook Marketplace. You don't always have to spend a lot of money to get really big impact. So we got this fabulous chandelier for
God, it was amazing.
pennies on the dollar.
It was.
And then I said, okay, well, so for some juxtaposition, we're going to do a rifle and this vintage mirror that she has. So we showcased a lot of her stuff that she already owned, but paired it with some thrifted finds and some new finds. And then again, we did the blush velvet curtains in here as well. That
With
match
some
the
pops
front
of
room
gold.
With pops of gold. Kitchen's
Do you want
next.
to do the mural in the bathroom?
Oh my goodness.
Real quick. I know Amy did this as well. This is
Oh
such
my
a
gosh.
fun
I need an
place.
Amy in my life. This is amazing.
So she did these giant flowers on this wall, and I love the way this turned out.
Wow.
Absolutely gorgeous. Love all the color. So we'll show you the kitchen real quick.
Here's Danielle again.
So completely renovated the kitchen, new countertops, painted the vanity or the island. All new backsplash, again with her touches of gold, which she loves.
All right, side note. So we have charcuterie in here.
Oh, yes.
And some vision board. We are actually doing a vision board, little girl getter. So talk about the girl getters you put together. Becca is literally, she's
I have my hands in too much.
no, it's not. It's not too much because
You are a connector.
Right.
If I were to describe
Yes.
you, it would be that you are a connector. You are so plugged into the community on so many levels, not just through your children and your family, but just who you are.
Yep.
And how you communicate with others. So if I need anything, I call that.
Right.
And she's so good.
I mean, she changed my 2024 for sure. I mean, connecting me to the right people and getting me confident doing what I'm doing. I've never looked at texture so much in my life of staging a house, and
You make me so
that is
proud.
not my word for the year. It's not going to be texture. But anyway, so she's got a group that she put together called Girl Getters.
Girl Getters started, this is, I think, our third anniversary. So we're going
Oh
into
my
our third year.
goodness.
It's crazy. And I started that coming back from a conference in Tampa, went to an all-women's entrepreneur conference, and it was fabulous and really inspired me to come home and do something like that in Kennesaw. So I just reached out on Facebook and said, would anybody be interested in doing a
And everyone was like, me,
all-girls
yeah.
entrepreneur group? And we like immediately had 50 members, and now we're over 100. And we
Hello,
meet once,
lovely.
We got another girl getter coming in.
we meet once a month, and friends are bringing friends. It has been such a blessing and such a joy to have this group of women. It's sometimes therapy, sometimes we have some crying on the sofa moments. But it has been fabulous. It's been
Yeah.
a blessing for me, and I know a blessing for y'all. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy that that has continued to grow, and that we're here tonight to put together our vision boards for 2025.
Which they made me do last year, kicking and screaming, and I crushed it with just
You
looking
did,
at the goals.
and I
And
remember you posted saying,
Yeah.
I've accomplished everything that I set out to accomplish
Yeah.
in 2024. So it's a great
Yeah.
tool that you can reference throughout the year and make sure that you hold yourself accountable.
Yep. Okay, what else are you going to show us?
So this room is awesome. This is a fabulous space for their family. We actually had to do 2 coffee tables in here because
Oh my goodness.
the space was so grand this way. So we did matching leather sofas. We refinished their builder grade fireplace. So we took off the traditional mantle, and we had Bekka McNeely do this gorgeous Shishugi Bond wood mantle. We had.
It's another word I just learned. Shooty bond. I'm learning all kinds of words tonight.
Burning. I'm not a woodworker, so don't hold me to this.
So Tina did this?
Tina and Lynn
Oh,
did this.
wow.
This is a Japanese burning staining technique.
Wow.
And then we had a mason come in and break the entire fireplace.
Now, do you have people for like all of your things, or did you have to kind of like find people based
I
on
have
like your
awesome
vision?
people. So anytime that you hire me to do a project, I have a whole slew of people that are reliable, that I trust in my house. I trust
Yeah.
my kids alone in my
Right.
house.
Which is great for Danielle and I, because we have people all the time asking us, "Hey, do you know a person for this? Do you know a person for this?" So we're constantly trying to connect people.
Over the years, I've built up a fabulous team of amazing woodworkers, plumbers, electricians. Like, I have this amazing contractor. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want everybody else to steal.
Duly noted. We'll talk later.
So this space has been awesome. It took some convincing, but I told Joni it would be really great if we could do this wall in black. So we did this matte black, and we took it all the
Wow.
way upstairs. She wasn't sure about it at first, but now she loves it. So did that.
This house is a vibe. Oh, this is my favorite part. Show my favorite part. I think it's everyone's favorite
The
part.
bar?
Yes.
So
No, you're good.
So this space was, the builder came up with this space. It did not look like this when I got here. It was kind of their coffee bar. The countertop sat very low. I guess you could kind of use it as a desk. I said, we need to make this a really cool bar. So again, Bekka McNeely came in and did these live edge countertops to extend on the bar. We had this mirrored, beveled subway tile brought up to the ceiling so you get a nice reflection. Seated glass. These beautiful countertops. I love this pop of blue in here.
Wait, there's pops of blue?
Oh yes, look.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So gorgeous. And then we put these beautiful glass shelves in here. Tons of cabinetry, so there's lots of space where she can store her stuff. And still has a coffee bar, but it's a lot more open to the rest of the space, and you don't feel like it's an unused area.
So do people do you kind of talk through a budget and then you say, okay, these are the things we're going to do?
And then I blow through it.
So on time and on budget is not a thing?
Yes, no. They're, for sure, you have to stick to a budget.
Yeah.
Now, some things are out of my control, and
Right.
stuff happens. We did all this during COVID or shortly after.
So my mentality a lot of times is good, better, best.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's, obviously this is best.
Right, but you have to make adjustments as we
Right.
go, right? So
Right.
I always have clients that have these grandiose ideas,
Right.
and then when they find out how much it costs, they're like, oh, maybe I don't love that as much as I thought I did. So then we figure out, we prioritize where we're going to spend the money.
And
So-
that's something that I think is super beneficial, because if someone can't go kind of so elaborate, they can still do something beautiful
Absolutely.
within budget, especially with your thrifting mentality
So,
in the marketplace.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
that
so
kind of stuff. I mean,
thrifting, finding stuff on Facebook Marketplace, anything secondhand can save you a lot of money. And then we can also do project by project too. So some people want all the construction done at one time so that they can get it over with and out of the way. And then other people are like, okay, let's concentrate on, you know, the dining room and then the kitchen, and then we can phase it in that way. So again, it's customizable depending on the client and their budget and their needs.
So I started using Bekka with staging, and it was an interesting evolution. I'm still not there. Art is my next thing I have to focus on. But seriously, Joni had talked about using her as a realtor and doing like a walk and talk and, you know, repurposing things that are already in people's houses and stuff like that. And so I called her, I'm like, all right, let's try this out. And she's like, okay, you need to get some staples. So you need, you know, linens, you need a white shower curtain, you need some greenery, blah, blah, blah. And I was so scared. And so I would go to stores and like, okay, what? And Bekka, yes, no, yes, maybe. I'm like, okay. So I get those things. I'd go, you know, so I had everything kind of laid out.
Do you remember the time you called me frantic at Home and Seasons?
I was scared.
So
it was level 2 of the staging.
She called me. She's like, I'm at Home and Seasons, and
I just left you.
Yes.
And she had all these ideas. I can't remember. It was
I don't know whose house that was.
Yeah, I don't remember what house it was either, but it was sort of the next level of staging for me. And Bekka's like, you know, I think you should do this, 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 and this, and you'll be good to go.
And I sent you with a list.
And a clipboard. And I walked into Home and Seasons, and I walked around a little bit, and I remember the lady that owns Home and Seasons was
Jennifer
she was trying to
Gilchrist.
help me a little bit. And I stood there in the middle of the store just like a deer in the headlights, like not knowing what the heck to do. And I'm like, Bekka, I'm scared. And she showed up 5 minutes later and was like, grab the cart. And she's even telling the lady at Home and Seasons, yes, no, definitely not that. Like, I was like, oh my God.
So we do that at Home and Seasons. We offer a shop with a designer program, which is fabulous because it doesn't cost you any money. So if you know that you have a project that you need to work on and you need help sourcing those items, you can actually make an appointment to shop with a designer, and we'll walk the store. So we did just that.
We went scared and crying.
We went through the shopping cart and we looked for greenery, and the staff is amazing there and will help you source everything that you need. So you don't even need just a designer.
Oh, I remember. It was the house that was really dark, and it had those blinds that went from like ceiling to ground.
Oh, yes,
and all we
yes,
had to do was bring in some
vacant.
extra.
It was
yes,
vacant.
bring in some extra light into it. So it was a rug and a little table that we still use in the office, and you know, little things here and there. But I don't know. I froze. I don't have that. I don't have Danielle's mindset or Bekka's mindset. Like, these people just, they scare me, and I love it all at the same time. So.
And it was successful. You had multiple offers
Yes.
on that house. So.
Oh my God, I had
more than you knew what to do with.
45 showings, I think, in one weekend. It was insane. It was insane.
Staging works.
Yeah,
Staging
so we
works.
talked about your staging. We talked about remodeling, interior design, the Girl Getter, Home and Seasons, all things Bekka. What else? Is there anything else?
Holiday decorating.
Oh my goodness, I forgot
Just
about
came
that.
off of that.
Oh yes, if you have not watched the Bow Emergency video, you have to watch it, because Danielle and I,
We tried.
yeah, we did. We yes.
It was a perfectly executed bow. It was just a little too small for the tree.
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah.
Very small.
Well, and to be fair, when I told Danielle I had decorations, I brought in stuff, and she looked at me and she goes, I'll be back. And she went home and got her a tree. Like that. Oh my God. So this
It
is
takes
all my
a village. It takes a village.
This
We
is
all
why
have
I
our
have
strengths.
people. So yeah, so you do that. You start kind of November time frame?
October
right?
this
Oh my
year, actually. I
goodness.
started in October this year. Again, I have a fabulous team of people that helped me. We did 23 homes and businesses this year, so it was a lot. But I love it. It's really fun. And
Do
we
you-
also take down.
Do you shop for those people, or do you like go through their decorations, or some people just?
Some clients I just put up what they already have. Sometimes it's a hybrid. I'll use what they have and then I'll add to it. If they say, hey, I love my tree, but I really would like to do something on my mantle or something outside, then we can add to it. And then for some clients, we take down the inventory too. So.
All right, so we got to wrap it up. We went way over 5 minutes. I knew we were going to be able to talk about you in 5 minutes. There's no way. I might break this up into smaller chunks.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much great information that you can share.
Oh gosh.
But we want people to watch these videos that we're going to be posting about you all throughout the month, and we want them to share them, like them, comment, all the things, and then we're going to do a giveaway.
Oh, okay.
So you can sponsor the giveaway.
I would be
You don't want
happy
to
to.
sponsor the giveaway.
That's awesome. I
And a
love it.
giveaway is not Bekka designing your house. That is not. We're talking something smaller scale, but maybe we're thinking
We
maybe
can do a consult or
we
something.
can do a consult, or maybe just something from Home and Seasons or something
Yeah.
like that. So anyway, so be on the lookout for more to come. But thank you so much, Becca. I'm looking so forward to the vision board.
Thanks
We
for
will
having me.
share lots of pictures and videos and all things Becca.
Yay.